Welcome everyone to the first episode of my photography vlog. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do with this channel. I'm sure I'll work it out as I go. But just a brief heads up, I'm a photography enthusiast. I can't say I've ever really done professional, but I've definitely spent a lot of time with photography over the years. My favorite areas of interest are probably landscape, nightscape, and macro. So I'll be primarily focusing on those, but there might be a mix of other stuff thrown in, and as I said, this will definitely develop. So I guess to get started with my first video, this is honestly kind of a test. I'm not sure if it's going to get released or just be another scrapped project trying to figure out if my gear is working. But I am currently out at a little chunk of a river access out off the Arkansas River just outside Florence, Colorado. It is midday and I got some clouds coming in, so not honestly sure I'm going to be able to get anything worth shooting, but still going to give this a shot, and hopefully I can come up with some good compositions and shots out of this. I guess stay tuned and we'll see how this works. Okay, so I found this cute little composition, not 100% sure how it's going to work out. So I got just a little tree overhanging the Arkansas River here. I'm kind of in the shadows a bit. But in case anyone doesn't, or well, I guess nobody knows at this point, so I'm currently shooting with my trusty Canon M50. I know it might not be the best thing out there, but it gets me a quality I'm happy with, and I love it. It's compact, it's portable, it gets me everything I need. So I've got this set up down here just to try to get the composition I'm after. Not 100% sure how this is going to work out. But in order to do this, I am definitely going to have to turn on exposure bracketing. So, yeah, I'm going to turn exposure bracketing. I'm going to go with the full 2 stops. I would normally be using ND filters, but apparently I completely forgot those at home, so it is what it is, and I'm just going to try to make the most of this. Okay, so I got that on. I got my 2-second timer because it's a Canon, and apparently that's needed. So I'm going to try to tune in my settings here. So I'm shooting this at ISO 100 because it's midday and it's probably the best place to get it. And I'm going to set my focus point kind of right up in the tree branches there so that hopefully I'll be able to get a good chunk of this in focus. And I'm going to try a shot. See how that worked. And then since I got some of this, I'm currently using a 15mm lens, so I'm definitely showing a bit of foreground here. So I'm going to try changing the focus point to somewhere more up in front and see if I can get some of this foreground in focus too, and maybe blend these together in post. So hopefully got a good shot there. I guess I'll show it to you guys here regardless. I hope you enjoy the first shot on my photography channel. Okay, well hopefully this is working. Heading out bushwhacking, trying to find another composition. I really hope I'll be able to get something cool. This is such a neat little area down here. Let's see, what can I find? Here, I'll flop the camera around and show everyone what's going on. Okay, so I stopped at this tiny little dried up stream bed. I'm gonna try to shoot a really close-up kind of perspective shot under this little tree ahead of me. So I guess we'll see what happens. And I know I'm shooting all of these in vertical. I do really like doing landscape too, but at the same point in time, it's kind of, I don't know, it's nice to be able to post what I get on Instagram, because that's probably the most common place my stuff is viewed. Ooh, I'm actually starting to like this. Let's see if I can turn this a little bit. Okay, so what I'm trying to do is get my tripod just a little bit closer to the ground. Really want to get some great perspective in this shot. Hopefully I can manage that. I want that rock. Trying to get a couple little rocks in here. Just want them in the perfect places. There we go. I think I might have found a composition I really like, actually. So I'm gonna start with focusing on this close little rock right here. I don't know if that's visible, but... So again, gonna do exposure bracketing, and looks like sticking with my f9 for aperture. And let's go with 1/125th of a second. Oh, oops, that was no good. Forgot to... I really wish on Canon cameras exposure bracketing stayed on every time you turn the camera on and off. It's really annoying to have to re-enable that setting in the menu every time. So if you're listening, Canon, yeah, let that setting continue on. Okay, and since I've got such close stuff, I'm actually gonna do 3 sets of images to focus stack here, I think. Hopefully that'll get everything I need good and sharp. Okay, so that should be shot number 2. Hope you guys enjoy what comes out of it. Okay, so I found another just absolutely gorgeous shot through the trees here. Yeah, I'm hoping this one turns out just beautiful. This could be a really neat image. So, as with everything else, I'm going with exposure bracketing just because, yeah, it's midday. There's really just no other choice. And I'm going to focus stack this one to, trying to think where I want this for points. See, I think I'm going to do this kind of hill in front. Oh, actually, I got that exposure wrong, I think. Okay, yeah, I'm going to up this to 1/60th of a second, just get a little bit more exposure on this. I must be in the shade or something. And then I'm going to try kind of down the path a little bit. I'm going to see if it'll let me just focus on stuff as far out as I possibly can. Okay, so I got a total of 3 sets of shots for that. Hopefully one of these will work out, but I'm gonna get moving because there's a bunch of ants where I'm at and don't want to get them starting to crawl on me. So hopefully that turned out well. Okay, so since I'm actually out at the river, I feel like I should be doing a shot of the river itself. So, getting kind of this composition behind me, so the rock cliff and then down the river a little bit, and yeah, gonna try to get a little bit of the foreground grass in the subject. I guess let's see how this works. Okay, so I'll get set up. I don't know if you can see it a little bit better now. I got these foreground grasses going on. I hope they're going to make the shot really cool. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll find out. So sticking with ISO 100 and definitely still doing exposure bracketing. But yeah, it looks like I'm shooting this at f1 or f9 and 1/250th of a second. So this first shot I got focused way out in the distance. I think I need to do another one focused on these grasses up front a bit. And there's actually some really close in the front. Maybe I don't think I want those in focus, but just to be safe, I'm gonna do a set with those in focus. And I guess I'll do something that I guarantee is infinity. Yeah, that might actually be a kind of cool composition. I hope it works out good. It's always really hard working with midday light, but sometimes when you want to go out and shoot, well, you just want to go out and shoot, so there's really no harm in going out at an inconvenient time. It might not be as good as sunrise or sunset, but it's still better to be out than not. And just being outdoors anywhere, especially with everything going on in the world right now, God, it is just nice to get out of the house. Okay, well, since I've got a little bit of shade, I think I'm gonna film this quick. So I have been out and about in the Colorado heat for a while now, and honestly, I'm about overheated, and it looks like the rain is gonna start to come in soon, so I'm gonna wrap up this video and go back and edit this and hope it turns out well. Again, this was my first video, so my apologies if it wasn't completely up to where it should be. I'll definitely be figuring this out as I go. It will be a little bit of a learning experience. But I promise stick around and it will get better. Well, on that note, if you enjoyed this video, definitely smash that like button. And if you want to see more content like this in the future, subscribe, and I will look forward to seeing everyone then. Well, hope everyone goes out, gets a good shot, and I will see you next time.